Good morning, everyone. Well, today we're back with Ginger over at Ginger's Corner, and we're making scraps to embellishments. And our theme today is Hippity Hop, the bunny trail. And it's a bunny embellishment, 2 layers. So that's the only specifications. And tomorrow is when we'll start swapping, so if you want to join, or that's when we're signing up for it. So if you want to join us, you can always do that. And I'm gonna make this cute little couple in a carrot. Now the die actually just shows the one rabbit in there, but I thought, he's driving around, would he just be by himself? Probably not. So I thought, he's got to have his wife with him, or his girlfriend. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got 2 rabbits cut out. I do have the girl started over here. Actually, I think she's done. And then I've just got to do the carrot, the man, and the man rabbit. And then I'll be done. Okay, so I'm making the little carrot car, and I just thought this was just so adorable. And I got it, I think the first time I ordered from I'm just gonna use different words all day. I'm gonna try to scan in and try to stay in the lines. Okay, so I am using, I've got like a true orange carrot here, and I'm going to use tea dye just to give it some dark edges. And just to kind of highlight it, make it look more realistic. Now, when you get a carrot, this part of the carrot is always a little darker. So I'm going to go over that a little darker. And I'm going to get a little more. Probably would have been faster if I would have used a darker brown, but this is what I thought. Oh, that will be close, but not too, not too dark. So I think maybe just a little bit more. I want some, the part underneath the car carrot would be darker. So I'm trying to get that one a little darker. So I think that's pretty good right there. And then I'm also going to use a brown colored pencil, and I'm just using Crayola Colored Pencils. And there's also more lines here, so I put those in. It's like I've made a few carrots, grown a few carrots, canned a few carrots, so it's like I feel like a carrot. I know what a carrot looks like, and so I'm just putting in all these little details, and I like it like that. I know before I had the carrot, well, this is the only carrot dye I have, and there's a bite taken out of it, but I've done the twins. Alex dressed up like a bunny one year, and when Aiden's mom said, well, what do you want to be? He goes, well, a carrot, of course. I thought that was so funny. A carrot, of course. I think I just want a few more lines there. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then this here, I did go over it with the green. I'll tell you, I think my little thing, the Velcro's kind of wore out or something. Well, and this one looks like I took a bite out of it, but I ripped it, I think, one day pulling it off, because I just have the one dauber because I gave one to my friend because sometimes when we were scrapbooking over at her house, we'd need one. Okay, I think that's good there. But then I also grabbed the green pencil and just put in some darker areas where the lines are. It's so funny when I look up to see if I'm in the screen, the little record button is actually right in front of where I'm at. Okay, so I think that looks good there. And so here's my glue. And I just filled this up, so I'm half afraid to squeeze it too hard that it'll all just come out. Okay, and then it's got little tires and they're green too. Now that one, they had like little flowers, so it's like I was able to use a scrap of green, but I had very little orange. I think I purposely bought some, maybe just single sheets at Hobby Lobby or something. But yeah, I don't have very much orange, so it's like I did not have any scraps because I probably used them last fall if I had any scraps. Okay, so there's the little tires. And now I'm gonna do my little man bunny. And my MC thought that the pink was too girly, so I'm using peach for his ears, so he looks a little different. But you can't even see the girl's ears by the time I got her over there. Okay, and then I need the one that's called tan. Where is that? Oh, here it is. This says tan, but it sure looks like gold to me. Okay, and I'll tell you, it's really hard to see those letters. Okay, so I am just outlining around the whole bunny because it's just small enough that it would be hard to ink around. So I thought I'm just gonna outline around it, and I think that looks real good. So I'm just going to do that everywhere, even around the arm. Did I do around the face yet? I don't think so. So I'm just doing that. I kind of come a little bit further underneath the chin there. Did I do that to this one? I don't think so. Okay. And then, what do I do next? Okay. Now, the boy bunny, I didn't give him a pink nose like her. I decided I would just use my 0.1 millimeter. And I kind of gave him more of a rounded eye. And a pupil, and then just kind of dotted around the nose area. Just kind of put some little dots, and then I still gave him a pink eye, even though I don't think you can even really tell. But hers, I kind of left it a little more open. Let's see, but I think her pupil looks like I think when I gave her more eyelashes, I blended the pupil in, so I think I'm going to give her a little bit more eye there. Okay, so I'm going to show you what he looks like. Here's what this couple looks like. Okay, and I'll have close-ups at the end. Okay, So I've got him done. So I'm gonna push out his arm there and then put some glue on him. Now Ginger always says, make one before you do all, before you get carried away to, decide what you're doing, because sometimes it's like, I'll tell you, I had this one, I could not figure out what all the parts were. I think it was the little cowgirl. It was so difficult. It's good to have one done. That way you know how, or which parts you should actually be putting down first. Okay, now I've got this pale pink twine, and so I'm gonna make a little bow, and I do mean little. I know it always kind of starts out big, and then I just keep adjusting it until I think it's right. Whoops, that side I got going the wrong way. Okay, so it's a pretty big bow, but now it's gonna be the miniest bow, and I'll have to keep adjusting it until it's just the size that I'm looking for. Okay, and then I need my fabric scissors, because on that one I just used my Tim Holtz scissors and they did not cooperate with that. So I've got my little tiny bow, and I'm going to put that on her, and all it needs is a little drop of glue, maybe a bigger drop. Okay, and then I'm going to put that on her. It's staying good. Yeah, didn't take much. Okay. Oh, and I did put some blush on her cheek. And otherwise I kind of did her the same. And I'm going to give her just a little bit more pink. I think maybe the pink kind of did away with the pupil. Now I got it. Now it's like we had rabbits once, but for the life of me I can't remember what color its pupil was. Is it black? I don't know. Okay. And I ended up putting a little dimensional behind at the back of her head so that he stuck out a little bit. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now because it ended up sticking out a little bit. Well, so that it's kind of in, it would stick to something. So I actually put the thing right back on there. Okay, and I've got to put some glue on her too. And I need to adjust where she's going to sit. Now his arm goes over the carrot here, but because she's on the other side, that's not going to happen. And so now I'm just trying to position them correctly, especially since I got that foam back there. So yeah, her ear doesn't even show. Maybe does a little bit if you kind of tilt it, but this one isn't because I did it a little closer. So there's my little couples that they're out driving around. Oh, and then I used my highlighter right here. Had to find everything. And I always bring out way more than what I need. Okay. And so I'm doing like a little curve of the carrot. I told you I'm gonna say wrong things all day. Okay, I need to scribble on something, I guess. I think I got one more pen if this one quits. But I would say as much as I make little lines, surely that can't be done yet. So I just kind of make a little bit of a curved line here, and then some little dots, and then I do a straight line here because it's a straight area, and then I do some dots. Okay, and then I put a little bit of a highlight on the top of the tire. Now I gotta tell you, I didn't even need to, I did do that one, but you can't even tell because there was a little white flower there in my green. But there they are. There, they can be out racing each other now. So that's it for today. There will be a link that takes you to everybody who's playing, like just one link. And then there's also individual. So if there's somebody that you want to make sure that you see them first, then you know, they are down below too. And remember, if you decide you want to play along, go to Ginger's Corner. That will be linked down below as well. And even if you don't make videos, you can always swap with us. And swapping will start, well, the sign up will start tomorrow. And I think it goes on for 2 days. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Close-ups at the end.